Fokus 30.
Hello, Assalamualaikum and Salam Malaysia, Madani. I'm Hani Hamid. Thank you for tuning in to Bernama Radio. Today we are looking at an issue that concerns every workplace, the shape responsibility of ensuring that everyone returns home safe and well. And this October, Kuala Lumpur will host the 40th APOSHO conference under the theme Revolutionizing Workplace Protection. And joining us today are Datuk Dr. Kanagaraja Raman, President of the Malaysian Occupational Safety and Health Practitioners Association, or MOSHPA, and Engineer Professor Dr. Vincent Ho, Secretary General of the Asia Pacific Occupational Safety and Health Organization, or APOSHO. Dato and also Professor Vincent, welcome to Bernama Radio.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, let us begin with could both of you briefly introduce yourself and explain your respective roles in MOSHPA and also APOSHO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salam
Dato.
Sejahtera
Yeah.
and very good afternoon to everyone. We are from MOSHPA. MOSHPA is Malaysian Occupational Safety and Health Practitioners Association.
Mhm.
This association was formed in 1997 when the ACTA came in 1994 for the occupational safety and health.
Mhm.
That's the time we've been building the Twin Tower in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
So the importance of safety and health at workplace was the right time at that time, and we formed a group, small organization as a MOSHPA, where we wanted to take care of the safety professionals. What I mean, the safety officers, safety supervisors at that time, all the others working at the safe place.
Mhm.
So this association was formed in 1997 again. Then, we were a small group taking care of the safety officers' responsibility.
Mhm.
Sometimes the safety officers get no avenue to go for.
Okay.
So this association started for taking the welfare of the safety officers.
Okay, that is about MOSHPA. And how about APOSHO?
APOSHO
Yeah.
is standing for Asia Pacific Occupational Safety and Health Organization.
Mhm.
And we started in 1985, start with 6 members. And originally, the 6 members was looking for a platform for us to share views across the Asia Pacific region. And after years, we start growing, we start attracting different classes of membership.
Mhm.
And other than the original 6, now we have about 41. And we cover 22 countries, and including Asia Pacific regions and also Oceania, Australia, and all the way to North America, Canada, Europe, and the UK, and even Africa regions. So our platform is simple. We
Mhm.
want to build a common area for people to discuss and promote safety
Mhm.
around our Asia Pacific region. And membership, we look for collaborations. We hope members can share with each other knowledge and experiences, so countries do not have to reinvent the views, and we can share experience, happy experience and painful experience, so we can learn from each other as well. I myself is the 7th Secretary General of Asia Pacific Occupational Safety and Health Organization.
Mhm.
I'm actually from Hong Kong, a professor in civil engineering, and we teach accident prevention and analysis.
Mhm. All right. Before we widen the lens to the Asia Pacific region, let us first understand the organization leading Malaysia's role as host. As you mentioned, Dato, established in 1997, has worked to advance professional practice awareness and also collaboration in occupational safety and health. Maybe you can tell us more. What role does MOSHPA play in improving occupational safety and health in Malaysia specifically?
Yeah. If you look at it, all the safety practices in Malaysia,
Mhm.
at that time it was a 1967 Act
Oh.
which governs all the machinery.
Mhm.
In Malaysia, you know that a lot of oil palm factories,
Yeah.
rubber factories at that time.
Yes.
So there was no specially governing for the individuals.
Mhm.
So the officers from the government will visit all the project sites,
Mhm.
that's factory, uh, to look into 1967 Act, which is a Machinery Act.
Mhm.
So from that, Malaysia started growing. We were in industry in 80s and 90s, we were fast growing on the industries.
Mhm.
So that time, I think the government realized that we must have an act to safeguard the workers,
Yeah.
the work site. So that time, I think you know that Twin Tower was being built, Penang Bridge was being built,
Yeah.
all the industries started coming. So
Mhm.
we had a Act 1994, Akta Keselamatan dan Kesihatan 1994.
Mhm.
So once that has come, so all the project side, especially for the workers and the
Mhm.
workers, need to be told what is safety.
Mhm.
So I think government enforce the act with a lot of regulations,
Mhm.
rules and regulations, so that safeguard of the workers, especially workers. So they started to have the safety officers, safety supervisors,
Mhm.
and person in charge on a project site. So
Mhm.
that mean what I mean is at that time the enforcement was there. Even
Okay.
any projects more than 20 million in the country, you must have a safety officer. So safety officer's job is to make sure that there is no accidents.
Mhm.
It got the working place got to be proper.
Mhm.
So that was the main reason for safety officers and prompted us to start an association called MOSHPA. And
Mhm.
that time we had the Malaysian Occupational Safety and Health Professionals Association. They only govern for the professionals like doctors, engineers, and all that
Okay.
on safety.
All right.
But we, MOSPA, realized that safety is everybody's business. So
Mm.
even always I quote like pest control,
Yeah. Mm.
where sites needs to be pest control.
Okay.
They also can be a member in MOSPA because they also safeguard. Health comes under
Okay.
safety too. That's why we call OSH, Occupational Safety and Health.
Okay, that gives a clear picture and also the mandate and purpose of MOSHPA. And let us now translate that role into tangible impact for practitioners, employers, and also at the wider workforce. And what are some of MOSHPA's most important contributions to Malaysia's occupational safety and also health community, Dato?
Yeah, well, uh, upon getting this MOSPA organization registered, so we thought all the safety officers must be recognized.
Mm.
In any job, I think recognition is the most important. Otherwise, they go to work, just do the work and come back. So we started having programs every year we used to uh, give award to people who excel on safety. That
Mm.
started in 1994 uh, when Twin Tower was almost completed.
Yeah.
And we call all the safety officers. When the safety officers come, their organization also take part in this recognition things.
Mm-hmm.
From that, we up to national level awareness on safety.
Mm-hmm.
So we have DOSH.
Okay.
DOSH is the Department of Occupational Safety and Health.
Right.
They are the authority.
Mm-hmm.
So anywhere anything goes wrong, they will be there to look into the as an authority.
Mm-hmm.
NIOSH is the place where the trainings being held
Mm-hmm.
throughout the country. So we need safety officers, supervisors, and people who are working also must go through the process of knowing safety. So NIOSH has become as a training department. And
Mm-hmm.
CIDB also. CIDB is
Yeah.
Construction Industrial Development Board.
Mm-hmm.
Say they take care of most of the construction sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Malaysia was growing because of the construction.
Yeah.
So they take care of the construction sectors. So
Mm-hmm.
this is where I think MOSPA contributed towards the nation.
All right. And occupational safety cannot be strengthened by one organization acting alone. It requires policy, industry practice, education, and also professional expertise to move in the same direction. And how does MOSHPA work with government agencies, employers, universities, and also safety practitioners to strengthen Malaysia's OSH ecosystem or occupational safety and health system?
Well, I think MOSPA as a organization, we've been trained, we've been taking care the welfare of the safety officers.
Mhm.
It's only a confined few people to the organization.
Right.
But along that, we started giving up trainings to institute like uh, mm,
Mm-hmm.
University Kebangsaan,
Yeah.
then Cyberjaya University,
Right.
also to many other organizations
Mhm.
where they are learning. When they are newly in the universities, sometimes they only go on the academic sector,
Yes.
but safety, occupational safety is left back.
Mm.
But when they realize the importance, and the prominent and safety officers are well paid.
Mm.
So, Malaysia, MU, in fact, Cyberjaya University,
Mhm.
they were all emphasizing on safety, and then started giving programs like diploma program, a master's program,
Yeah.
and we will even have a PhD in few universities.
Mhm.
So we also contribute. We send the trainers, we send the safety officers or the supervisors to this institute. So enhance the safety
Mhm.
awareness in the country.
Yes, okay, excellent. And Malaysia's OSH ecosystem is also part of much larger regional picture across Asia and the Pacific. Countries face different levels of development and regulation, but the human cost of unsafe work is universally shared. Prof. Vincent, could you explain what APOSHO is and why is it important to the Asia Pacific region?
Well, you're absolutely right. Safety is a universal value that we have to embrace.
Mhm.
And exactly according to Dr. Kana,
Mhm.
Asia has probably about half of the working countries in the world, and a lot of areas are still on the labor force area, and we need a lot of OSH pushes to help the labor to maintain a low accident rate. Unfortunately, we see a lot of accident, um, maybe more than our share in the Asia Pacific region, and that, according to Dato was talking about, it's not a one-person job. It's not just a government. It's not just an organization. It got to be a union of everybody. Everybody has a share to play with it. The government has to make the rules. The organization has to champion it. The company, the corporation has to embrace it and put enough resources and training to the workers. More importantly, the workers themselves have to recognize their job is to save themselves and others. We got to look after each others. And with the passion from our safety practitioners, we can help to join the bridges between different areas. And the meaning of APOSO is to form these bridges, and not just between employer and employees, but also between countries, between regions, between different areas with different rules. So we can learn from each other what works well and what chance they have and what solution they bring on the table, and we can learn from their past interests so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. And that's, I think that's where Poso is putting a value onto the world.
Right. And the value of a regional platform becomes clearest when we consider how quickly the nature of work and workplace risk is changing. And what are the most pressing occupational safety and health challenges currently facing countries in the Asia Pacific region? Prof.
We are seeing a very fast changing world now,
Mhm.
with the introduction of AI
Yeah.
and other smart technology, which help us to get a lot of data. That's also good and bad. When you
Mhm.
get a lot of data flushing in, you have to get a lot of profession to analyze the data as well. And then we have also looked at the aging issues. Now, people, the working workforce are getting older, the age group getting older, and the younger people look at construction industry kind of look at it as I better play my video game. AI
Mm.
is more interesting.
Yeah.
So we get less workforce coming in, which force the older workers to stay longer in the workforce. And when the older workers stay in the workforce, although they have experience, but their physical strength is different from years ago. So we're looking at aging workforce and replacement between young and old generations. So we're trying to use how we look at this emerging technology to supplement the gaps. We look at the gaps,
Mhm.
we look at different issues. Another area that we're looking at from Asia perspective is psychological risk and mental health issues. This is like a taboo issues that we in the Asia Pacific seldom talk about. And it turns out to be quite important. A lot of research coming back is many occupational accidents caused by fatigue, mental illness, and a lot of mental blockage that prevent them from doing the work, or they have family issues the night before and they get less sleep, and then they went to the work the next day, and that may cause them to divert their attention and end up with an accident. So now when you look at safety, we look at occupational safety and health, and the word health actually should include physical health and mental health. And that are the emerging risks that we're looking at in the Asia Pacific region that we must address.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to touch on that later. But when we're talking about those challenges may appear in different form from one country to another. The opportunity, however, is to prevent each nation from having to learn the same difficult lessons in isolation. And how can regional organizations such as APOSHO help countries learn from one another and improve their workplace safety performance?
We use a multiple direction approach.
Yeah.
Now, one of the key significant events that we have is the annual conference. So every year, our member will rotate, will be voluntarily host one of the conferences in APOSHO. Like this year will be APOSHO 40. It's going to be hosted by MOSHPA in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Last year was hosted by someone else in India, was hosted by NSC India in New Delhi.
Yeah.
And the year before is in Thailand. Next year is going to be in China. By rotating between the host countries, we not only bring in external knowledge, we also bring out the local knowledge back to their home countries. So with our 41 members organization, plus other additional delegate coming to conferences, this will be a common platform, not just Asia Pacific region, but internationally to share experience between each other. Another approach is very different from other organizations, alliance organization, is we have what we call functional committees. Within APOSHO, we have different functional committees look at different areas. We have a newly formed functional committee called AIST, what we call is the application of smart technology and innovation in OSH area. We also have the Health and Wellbeing Committee, Communication Committee, Membership and Management Development Committee. So look at different areas within workforces. So within this committee, allow us to have another platform on the membership stage to talk to each other. And then with the finding of each committee, we share with every members. And our products are actually, well, we're a charity. Our product put in the internet, so for everyone to see, to share with it. And I think that will be very helpful, not just to Asia Pacific, but also for the world, that we become not just receiving, but also giving.
Now that you mentioned about technology, one force reshaping nearly every industry is, of course, technology. It can identify hazards earlier and remove people from dangerous tasks, but innovation also introduces risks that may be less visible and less familiar. Technology, automation, and artificial intelligence are changing workplaces very quickly. What new OSH opportunities and risks are emerging, Prof?
When we look at these technology issues, it does not replace human in one way. We still have to make decisions. However, a lot of risk areas like confined space or areas that may have toxic gas or working at height issues, that our smart technology may be able to supplement or replace the risky work that we are exposing workers in. For example, painting an external wall. Now we have wall painting robots that can self-climbing and go up and down of external area. Or working confined space with toxic gas in it, we can send what we call robot dog or submersible drones and go in measuring the density or toxicity area before we send human in to fix stuff. And we also have smart monitoring system in many of the construction site issues that have cameras everywhere to not just report problems, to help to predict what can go wrong. For example, if there's overhead crane moving around, if I can map out what the location of each worker is and map out where the load is going to be moving, I can project the risky area. And by the way the person walking towards that, we can sound alarm to prevent accident. So this new technology not only can help us to learn things faster, it actually can prevent accidents. One new emerging risk could be we rely on it too much. Sometimes AI is still artificial intelligence. Sometimes the reason coming out and the answers coming out, we need to challenge it. We still need our human to make decision, the final end decision. We also need to teach the human that they have to obey the rules, obey the laws. AI is a supplement tools, and you just cannot just look at the cameras and decide everything. We still have to put the human on the ground to make final decisions. So we have to teach the older generation how to use this, and the younger generation how to actually use the basic technology and basic rules and basic skills, so that we will have less accident. That's the the only outcome we want to look for
Yeah.
is to prevent accident, to reduce accident, to save lives.
Nevertheless, when we talk about technology, there's pro and cons, and not every workplace risk can be measured by a sensor or seen in a physical injury. And increasingly, also, attention is also turning to the psychological conditions in which people work. Mental health and psychosocial risks are also receiving greater attention worldwide. Why must these issues now be treated as core workplace safety and health matters?
When we look at these psychological health issues, what we usually neglect is it's not just looking at how people interact. We also look at things like beyond interaction. Could be unsilenced rule, and we also look at a term called psychological safe place. People can speak out. Sometimes the level of people will force people not being able to speak out when they see a hazard or say they see an accident. We also look at harassment. We look at not just, we mentioned fatigue so many times now. We also look at extreme weather. Can people use that to the advantage of stop work if the temperature gets too high for the workers? We will have to look at each other. Several programs coming out that we learn from other countries. For example, one program that works quite well is what we call Are You Okay from Australia. That every day when people work and look at each other and kind of pat on their shoulder, are you okay today? In a way, not just sensing a signal that I'm actually caring about each other, but also by asking that question, I ask that question myself too. Am I fit to work today? Am I okay to be at the workplace today? And with that, we are kind of projecting an image that we're caring about each other. We're not just there fighting the change alone. So when we look at each other, work at each other, we can actually point out what can go wrong, what will go wrong, so we can save each other from accidents.
And these are precisely the conversation that make APOSHO 40 timely. 4 decades after the conference began bringing the regional OSH community together, Malaysia now has the opportunity to host and help shape its next chapter. And Malaysia will host APOSHO 40 in October 2026, Dato'. And what does this achievement mean for MOSHPA and for Malaysia?
Of course, it's a big achievement for MOSHPA because we've been here in Malaysia as an organization for OSH. But then we are also a member of APOSHO. We've been a member for almost about more than 20 years. Yeah. Then we have attended all the programs which APOSHO has conducted all over the world. So I think it is a right time. I think Malaysia is now growing very well. We have all sectors concerned of the occupational safety and health. So this is the right time. We feel this is the right time. We should expose ourselves. Although Malaysia is very well, I think is recognized all throughout the world for even the competent safety officers. If you are a competent safety officer, you can work in any part of the world. I know I have sent few of the safety officers to work in Dubai, Qatar, and other parts. Even IOSH in London, they also prepare to take because our qualified safety officers are competent in taking care of the duties of OSH. So when this opportunity is given, we don't want to lose it.
Definitely.
So we have grabbed the thing and then we have done all the preparation. And one more thing is throughout any part of the world, if they want to come and attend a safety conference, they are ever willing to come to Malaysia because of our culture. Our culture, our humanitarian things, everything, they are willing to come to Malaysia. One call to all the participants, they said, we will come. That has given us the encouragement.
And definitely the food, Dato'.
Oh, yeah. Not forgetting.
Not forgetting. And for Malaysia, it is a vote for a confidence for the wider APOSHO community. The number 40 also carries institutional memory, progress, and also responsibility for what comes next. Professor Vincent Ho, why is the 40th APOSHO conference considered an important milestone for the regional OSH community?
Well, we were founded in 1985, and this is 2026, so it marked the 40th milestone. And it's quite important that look at MOSHPA. MOSHPA is actually a projection of almost every member in the APOSHO organizations with similar challenges, similar passions. When you look at, well, when you're attending a conference, you walk in a conference, you think it's easy because you go to a conference, but there's a lot of hard work behind it. So by Dato' Kenna say, yes, we're going to run APOSHO 40, I'm so pleased that he's putting up his hand
Mhm.
because there's a lot of work behind it to make this happening. We only have like 2-3 months left behind. And one thing that we promise to whoever coming to a conference is good friendship, good atmosphere, beautiful country, nice food,
Mhm.
and affordable locations.
Mhm.
And with all these, the technical extreme area that we're looking at, the way that we can share with the world that what Malaysia has achieved.
Yeah.
We are visiting another partner organization, NIOSH.
Mhm.
All the training center that they have, I think you should be proud to show to the world that this is what Malaysia have. Come learn from us. Come bring it back, and something that we can exchange. So I think we welcome the delegates to come in to go to technical visits, to visit the factory, manufacturing training facility center, and then we can have culture. We can invite Malaysia organization to visit other countries as well. So that's what we call APOSHO. It's a mutually exchange collaborative body. And why to make it this so important is AI coming up, people are getting older,
Yeah.
and we're looking at 2026. Every year is important, but this year we're looking at the merge of different organizations, and we're pushing to the extreme weather. We're looking at a lot of hot temperature that breaking the world records.
Mhm.
How do workers help themselves in this extreme weather? We're not looking just at global warming. This extreme weather could be extremely hot, extremely cold.
Mhm.
We find out that there's a lot of accident in cold weather rather than hot weather. Sometimes the temperature can go up to 40 and 50 degrees that we used to face low 40s or even high 30s.
Mhm.
And sometimes when the temperature goes down, do we have enough cold gear protection for our workers? So these are areas that we don't have to fight within ourselves. We can learn from each other, share the experience.
Right. A milestone is meaningful when it does more than commemorate the past, but it must also set a clear direction for the future. And what is actually the official focus or central message of APOSHO 40, and what outcomes do the organizers hope to achieve?
Well, I think it's not only the seminar or meeting together, but we have lined up a very exciting programs for the delegates all over the world.
Mhm.
I think from 41 countries, they are coming
41
over to
countries.
attend. So we
Okay.
must show them what is best in Malaysia. So one of the programs we have, even this morning we have discussed is a return to work program, which is solely organized by Perkeso.
Okay.
So they have a center in Malacca where they have the rehabilitation center. So it's called the return to work. So you go there, have your treatment taken care, and then you go back to work. That is one place where we are going to show the delegates from all over the world how excel we are doing in Malaysia. This return to work rehabilitation center is in Malacca and recently was officially opened by His Highness Perak Sultan in Perak. In Ipoh, they have one more center. Then, following that, we'll have our continuous conferences. This time, I think Prof has arranged uh, uh, a set of speakers, renowned speakers. I think one
Okay.
speaker is going to be from the space also. Yeah, and then the speakers, we are gifted to get these speakers. Not on ordinary programs, we can't get them. This is opportunity. Even our safety officers or the safety practitioners, they should use this opportunity to come and listen to the valuable talks. One more is as a welcoming dinner.
Okay.
You know, I'm from day one in Twin Tower. We are the one who built the Twin Tower from day one to completion.
Right.
So I'm taking them to Twin Tower level 42 to give them a exciting view of Kuala Lumpur, called as welcoming dinner. And then of course we have other programs lined up.
All right. And we have come to a final of our conversation. Maybe finally, what message would each of you like to share with employers, workers, OSH professionals, and the Malaysian public, and also the youngsters, not to forget? Prof?
Let me start first.
Yeah.
I want to catch on whatever Dato was
Yes.
talking about. Remember, APOSHO is a cross-platform. APOSHO 40 is important that we start looking at different energy sources, so like nuclear, hydro, polar, and they are also have their own OSX challenges. So, like Dato said, we are going to have speaker talking about the health risk, safety risk of nuclear industry, nuclear power industries, that many countries start looking into this small modular reactor, that we will be looking at a new type of emerging risk, new type of workforce, and they are something that we must learn from. Younger generation is spending more time in front of computers, so computer will also bring in some health challenges that we also must address in one of our occupational safety and health issues. So I hope APOSHO 40 can be a platform for us to learn from each other, not just within country-wise, but within different industry sectors, automobile, aerospace, constructions, manufacturing. Every industry can come together and learn from each other.
All right, and Dato.
Yeah, for us, I think we are focusing on to more to our students because safety should start from the primary school or secondary school or even in the university.
Right.
So we are giving opportunities to the students at MMU, student at Cyberjaya University, or even our MU and all that. Privileges are given for students. So
Right.
I think these universities and the students, they should use this opportunity to come and attend the APOSHO conference, listen to the speakers, and enhance themselves in the safety field. Same time, organizations, I think we have to work together with the organization, big organization, factories or construction sectors and all that. We are also giving them a recognition award to companies which excels on safety.
Okay.
During this APOSHO conference, we have one date where all the organization which excels on safety, we are giving a special excellence award. So please make
Great.
use of this opportunity. Please come and support us and get the benefits.
Right. Workplace safety is not merely about complying with regulations, it's also a shared responsibility and an investment in every individual's well being. And our sincere thanks to Dr. Kanagaraja Raman and also Engineer Professor Dr. Vincent Ho for joining us and sharing your insights today. And APOSHO 40 will bring the regional occupational safety and health community together in Citel Mid Valley, Kuala Lumpur. And this October, under the theme Revolutionizing Workplace Protection. For registration and also further information, visit aposho40.org. Okay, that's all for today. I'm Hani Hamid, and this is Bernama Radio. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very
All
much
right.
giving for the opportunity.
Fokus 30.